All right, let's welcome Larry Wentz. Larry Wentz. Here he comes. Let's keep it going. Keep it going.
Before I begin, Ron, our Iowa State Cyclones finally won a football game today. And just one point of clarification before I get going. It was an autoimmune illness, not boozing, that led to my liver transplant. I just wanted to make that clear. You know, I always wanted to be the next Dave Moore or Don Shelby of WCCO or Russ Van Dyke or Paul Rhodes of KCCI in Des Moines, a fixture of a community. I just never thought I'd do it in Sioux City, Iowa. Since coming to Sioux City in 1991, I've been fortunate enough, or unfortunate enough sometimes, to anchor at every station in town at least once. Who else in this room has been able to do that? I'm actually the answer to a trivia question. One of the nice things about being somewhere for a long time is you get to cover some of the community's biggest moments. In fact, like when Perkins came to town in 1993. We've got two Perkins now, an Olive Garden, and a Fleet Farm, and a Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. One of the mostly fun things I've been able to do in the smaller market is work with a lot of young journalists, kids just coming out of college. And sometimes it's amazing what they don't know. I can't begin to tell you how many copies of Don Shelby's Tie Knot I've handed out over the years. Don, my former anchor at KTIV, Christy Vermeulen, wanted to make sure that I told you her husband and her son, who's in high school, wear that tie knot every day. He's in show choir, and it's really easy to tie. So, seriously, I've been blessed to work in a number of great communities and work with some great owners, great management and people over the years, most of them. I know a number of us receiving this honor tonight have had our share of health issues, dealing with a liver transplant, to cancer, to heart problems. For me, there was nothing more special than receiving a card or a note or a contribution from someone I did not know in our tri-state region, from someone who felt like you were a part of their family. That was really special. Speaking of health problems, many of you know that Randy Shaver of CARE recently announced he's battling cancer for a second time. Randy and I and Ron, we're Iowa Staters. Randy's path crossed with mine just briefly at WHO in Des Moines. Can't begin to tell you how important it was for me to know that I had the support of my community and my fellow broadcasters and brethren in the newsroom. That's why I'm asking all of you to keep Randy and any of our fellow journalists in our thoughts and prayers when times get tough. It does mean a lot. So again, thank you very much for this great honor. In the words of Sally Fields, you really like me. Thank you.
What do you mean Iowa State just won a football game? Wasn't that a few years ago we did? I think we have